Hello, this is Dr. Paul. Now, you know that Thanksgiving and Christmas is right around the corner. And so today, this video is going to be most pertinent for you all because I'm finally going to give you how we, my wife and I, are able to control our portions and control our weight and actually lose our weight over the course of 3 years. So let's just dive into it so you too can do the same thing safely. All right. So before you start, I want to make sure that you are drinking 64 fluid ounces of fluids every day. Especially drink those before each meal so that your stomach will be full before you even start eating. I assume that you all should be exercising 3 times a week of moderate exercise levels. And then you have to add fibers every day supplementation to your diet so that you don't get constipated. Um, Now, we discussed that in our previous videos that you should take care of all your sleep issues and your stress issues. And if not, please review our old videos to show you how to take care of those. But today, in order to make your change in your lifestyle of eating habits more successful, we're going to show you the portion methods that Deb and I use. Now, this is a 9-inch plate, so go get one. And in it, it shows you the size of how much grain, like cereals or like rice, how much of that should be enough for you and it should fit in there. And say you like a piece of steak, you should cook your steak and put it in there, and it should not go and fill out half of your plate, which is what most of us do. So you need to cut it, and that's how you decrease your portions. And we recommend that everybody eat more fruits and vegetables, and you allow a whole half of a plate of that. So let's go on with that. Um, to $1 million question, everyone wants to know how many calories should I eat every day? Well, let me give you the secret. Tried and true, if you are exercising 3 times a week, a moderate exercise intensity, then to maintain your weight, you probably should eat about 1,500 calories a day. Now, if you want to lose a weight, then you will have to drop the amount of calories down to maybe close to 1,000. So anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500, you will start losing weight slowly and safely. But you're going to have to write everything down when you get your portions right. You need to look and see how many ounces that and look at the nutrition information and find out how many calories is it. Why do you want to do that to start out with? So you will eventually know that your portion method is working for you, that you are getting close to the amount of calories that you should be eating every day. So let's talk about protein first, which is very important. That should populate a quarter of your 9-inch plate, and it promotes fullness so you won't be hungry. It increases your metabolism, and as you lose weight, because you are eating enough protein, you will slow down on your actual muscle loss, which will still lose some, but not much. And the body actually has to use calories to burn the protein you're eating, which is more than the fat and the sugar where the body likes to store them. But one caution that I want to show you is that do not exceed 150 grams of protein a day. Now, I know everybody says you should have more protein, you should try protein powder, blah, blah, blah. But I'm warning you, 150 grams a day is more than enough for everybody, unless you are a marathon runner. So let's move on to carbs. Again, carbs populate a quarter of your 9-inch plate. And you should choose the healthy carbs: brown rice, quinoa, oats, whole wheat, pasta, whole wheat bread. Those are all good for you. Try to cut back on the amount of white bread, white rice, and sugary cereals. Speaking of sugar, what about how much added sugar can you have a day from the FDA, actually? So for women, it's 6 teaspoons or 25 grams of sugar a day max. And for men, it's 9 teaspoons or 36 grams of sugar a day. Now, you don't know what that means, right? So how much teaspoon of sugar is in a can of a 12-ounce Coke, a regular can? It's 10 teaspoons. So there you go. One can of Coke has already exceeded the amount of added sugar you're allowed per day. So please read the nutrition information and stop overeating every day of what you like. Okay? So now we already talked about the quarter of protein, quarter of carbs. Now we're going to talk about what's populating the other half of your plate. The other half consists of varying degrees of fruits and vegetables. It could be have all fruit, all vegetables, or half and half, the way you like it. And we recommend that you stay away from fruits that has lots of sugar in it, which like bananas, mangoes, pears, watermelon, of which if you like it, you have to cut that in half so you can decrease the portions of the calories you're eating. Same thing with starchy vegetables like potatoes, corn, and peas, especially potatoes that people can't stay away from. You can have the potato, but you might need to have a regular sized potato and cut it in a quarter or half in order to satisfy the amount of calories that you should be eating every day. Okay? So stick with the 9-inch plate and work on it and get used to it. Now let's put it all together. So you have 3 meals a day, you use a 9-inch plate, and you fill the protein, the starches, and the veggies and the fruit on your plate in all 3 meals. And on top of that, you're still allowed to go out and get 100-calorie snacks that you could have one for mid-morning and one for mid-afternoon snack so that you won't have any hunger pains while you are trying to eat healthy again. So that's all I wanted to tell you. I think that you use our portion method, it will be very successful for you from here on. And you should continue that in order to have better health and better weight control. If you like what you hear, please recommend this to your family and friends so they too can benefit from what we are trying to teach you. In the meantime, next week, we'll be talking about a rather important topic, which is the America's addiction to processed food. And after that, you should realize why we love added sugar all the time, because it's all hidden in the processed food. So please, good luck with Thanksgiving, Christmas. Uh, Pick up the 9-inch plate and try and work on it so that you can have better eating habits. And I'll talk to you next week.